Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So we got a whole lot of explaining, confessing, feeling sorry, a whole lot of money stealing, money grabbing. Let me take an opportunity when there's a shot. Let me steal your company because I ain't got no company and I want to be CEO or something. So let me steal your company for I can feel better with myself, and a whole lot of backstabbing and a whole lot of who shot John at this point. Let's go ahead and get on into the Philip, Chloe, Brady situation. At this point, Chloe, you either love Philip or hate him. You either enjoy his antics or you can't stand his antics. Which one is it? At this point, I'm sick of you, I'm sick of Brady, and I'm sick of Philip. I love all of y'all, but I am sick of y'all at the same time. Philip, you need to find your insecurity and you need to go hide it. Better yet, you need to pick a struggle and hold on to it for dear life. Because you can't have multiple, you can't have multiple problems and can't stick to all of them and not hold on at least one. Let the rest of your insecurities go and pick a struggle. Just pick one. You either trust Chloe, you don't trust Chloe, you don't trust Brady, you trust her enough not to do the things with Brady that you got going on in your head or moving through your brain, or just say flat out you don't trust Chloe. Cause Chloe also is a cheater too. Well, she also is a cheater too. So which one is it, Philip? Do you trust her? Do you not trust her? Or you do not trust Brady, your cousin? Which one is it? Because you can't have all these struggles and not pick at least one. You say you don't trust Brady, but you might as well go ahead and say you don't trust Chloe neither. Because Brady can do whatever he want. Brady can shoot however many shots he want to. If you don't got trust in Chloe, then knock all that out the way and move that on out the way and say, we just business partners, that's it. And I trust you enough to know that anytime Brady try to shoot his shot, Chloe gonna knock him down at the air. So either you don't trust Brady, you don't trust Chloe, and you don't trust Brady and his charms enough to work on Chloe, and you don't trust Chloe, and you scared that Brady might take Chloe away from you. So which one is it? Pick a struggle, Philip. Pick one. I mean, like I said before, that stuff can happen and will happen. It's just like stuff happens. You know you don't be planning on stuff like that to happen, but sometimes stuff like that happen. Maybe the plane did have a mechanical problem. Would you prefer them to fall out of the sky or touch the earth down peacefully? Which one will you prefer, Philip? Do you want them to just shoot down from the sky and crash, or do you want them to have a successful landing and be safe and sound? Or you just gonna let your alarm clocks go crazy in your head and continue to act like a jealous person that, oh, I trust you, I just don't trust him. Okay, then, well, if you don't trust Brady, you might as well say you don't trust Chloe neither, because Brady shooting his shot. We see Chloe shooting him down. You At this point, all y'all need to be thrown away at this point. I am sick of all three of y'all at this point. It don't make no sense. Fill up, pick a struggle. Please hurry up and stick to this one and leave the rest of them alone. You can't have multiple struggles flowing in the air and expect us to sit back and deal with them. Pick one. Because I'm sick of all of them at this point. And you flying to Pennsylvania did what for you? You caught them in bed. They told you it was innocent. In fact, Chloe might have leaned over to Brady, side while she was sleeping. They said it didn't mean anything. Chloe telling you it didn't mean anything. Hey, I'm done at this point. 4 minutes in and I'm done. Now let's get to the other situation at hand. Chanel, Hallie, Trip, Johnny, that mess. Allie, I don't care how many times you try to explain this story. I don't care how you try to make this story seem like, oh, I'm just protecting Chanel for my big bad brother, the player, that's trying to use my friend and, take her groceries and run off with them. I'm trying to protect her. I don't mean no harm in it. I'm just trying to save my friend from heartbreak. And he getting what he want and then he running away from her. This might be true, but you're the wrong person to say this because it's coming off as you are jealous. Nicole gave you the perfect advice, even though she the wrong person that should be giving you this type of advice, because she was the same way when it came to Ava and Ray, but she hit the nail on the head when she told you, you sure you're not jealous? You saying you're not jealous, but the way you're talking is coming off as jealous. We don't care how you try to pretty it up. We don't care how fancy you try to use it. We don't care if you use those fancy words. It's still coming off as a jealous person. You done had a thing with Chanel. Y'all didn't kiss. Y'all didn't cuddle. Y'all didn't have feelings and more. It's coming off as jealousy at this point. And you could say whatever you want to say. You could say your brother a dog, a real live a dog, and he really do this in real life. Coming from you and your standpoint and the outside looking in, you jealous. So maybe you took Nicole took Nicole advice and you're gonna use it to your advantage or not. Whichever one you prefer, it's on you at this point. Rafe and Ava. Um, do I want to give you brownie points for being somewhat, truthful to Nicole? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Because I'm finna dog you out on this video, Rafe, if you wouldn't come clean about your feelings for Nicole. You know what? I take it back. I'm going to let you live this. I'm going to let you live because you did come clean. Even though you did it in a sneaky kind of snide kind of way, I'm going to let you live this episode. You did tell the woman that, yeah, I was catching feelings for a friend that I shouldn't have caught, but I was getting in deeper. But you didn't tell the woman that you actually kissed Nicole. That's the part I don't like, Rave. And you coming off as a player yourself. Have you forgotten that you and Nicole touched lips? Have you forgotten that? Because we haven't forgot that as a viewer. We haven't forgot that you told her how y'all got close. Y'all put y'all lips together. Y'all didn't really do the little motion as kissing, but that was close enough. Why didn't you tell her that? You told the part that I caught feelings for Nicole. I know I shouldn't have caught feelings for a friend, but I caught feelings, and you didn't tell the part where we almost kissed. See, I want to give you credit for that, but I can't give you credit because you didn't tell the whole truth. Just like Gwen lied to Jack once again and told him half of a truth and parts of a lie, and now she got to come clean while this doctor was black. We'll get to her behind in a second. But anyways, right, I'm going to give you 10% of credit for that because you did come clean and you confessed that you kind of had feelings for Nicole. She was only your friend. Yeah, but you didn't tell on the kiss part. So I'm gonna let you live, little player. I'm gonna give you a slide this time around because I can't be mad at you. You can't really consider that a little kissy. Just touching lips ain't really a kiss. So you know what? I'm gonna be nice tonight. I'm gonna let you live, right? But you still got no feelings with Nicole, and you could tell that Ava was really hurt and ready to leave you. Them bags weren't packed for a reason, and once a woman mind is straight and set right and made up that decision, normally there's no turning back unless you give them a major reason why they shouldn't. Her bag was packed. She was ready to go. I don't know if she was going to live in the Horton Town Square or the Salem Park or where she was planning on moving to next, but her mind was already made up. Somehow you twist that around to your advantage and your smooth talking and you changed her mind. Congratulations on that, by the way, though. I don't know how you convinced her that you in with her and you not in with Nicole, but somehow you did it, I guess. Not a Gwen behind. I was wondering, and I was waiting patiently to see how long you was going to explode for holding this secret, basically getting Xander punished for your crimes that you committed. I was wondering how long till the boom come out. Like I said, you told half lies, not all the way, not the whole truth. You want to be mad at your dad, but you really can't be mad at your dad because you let Xander take the blame for you, and you basically told, well, Xander basically told your dad that I basically got you involved in this drug ring, knowing darn well he ain't have no involvement with the drug ring. Then you forgot all the story and went to the back end of the story, or the middle to the end of the story way how Dr. Pervert ended up dying because Xander basically threatened that man and his old heart couldn't take it, and he ended up, taking a long relaxation on the couch. So, yeah, you told partially middle half to the end of the line. Then Jack pushed you to ask you, okay, so you saying Xander didn't make you pump drugs, he didn't make you push drugs, so Xander covered for you. Okay, I'm getting the good guy vibe, but what else made you want to sell drugs? Then you had to go and tell on yourself more and say, basically, he was blackmailing me. I didn't have nothing else to do. It was either that or he was going to tell my business. So then Jack asked himself, okay, so this man was blackmailing you to sell drugs, to push drugs. What does this man have on you that makes you, knowing your mama died from doing the same thing or drug addiction, you doing this, which basically y'all get what I'm going. What made you wanna push drugs with this man? What does this man have on you? Like I said, Gwen, they really can't be mad at you over the abortion thing, and you best can go ahead and tell about the abortion thing. Yes, you lied about having an abortion. Yes, Abigail pushed you down the stairs, and you kind of lied saying she the reason you lost your baby. You can come clean about the abortion thing. I mean, about the losing your baby thing. I don't know why it's so hard for you not to say that, but okay. Like, okay, Abigail didn't push you down the stairs. So what? How hard is it for you to say, I lost my baby before I told y'all I lost the baby? And basically they're going to put two and two together and say, so you already lost the baby when you went tumbling down the stairs thanks to Abigail. So why won't you go ahead and... I don't know why you just want to go ahead and tell him that you lost the baby way before Abigail pushed you down them stairs, but I don't know why this is such a big secret to you. Oh, right, you don't want to look like a liar again. Got it. You don't want to be another liar again, which you already is a big liar now, but I'm guessing that might change Jack mind about you. If you tell him you lost the baby before Abigail pushed you down, you know what, Gwen, this is your story. I'm just looking at it and dealing with it at this point. Like I said, that whole losing the baby thing and Abigail pushing you down them stairs, I mean, yeah, it's a lie, but it's not a big, big lie. It ain't nothing, something really to be mad about. It happens to the best of women sometimes, and sometimes people ended up losing, especially a baby. It happens. You know what? Make stuff worse for you. How about that? Just keep making stuff worse for you. You just go ahead. At this point, I'm enjoying watching you stumble and bumble, trying to hide your feelings for Xander. You didn't have sex with Xander. You didn't call feelings for Xander. So at this point, I'm kind of enjoying you watching a fool, making a fool out of yourself, trying to cover up your true feelings for Xander. So go ahead and keep on lying to yourself. And go ahead and keep on lying to your daddy. The more lies you tell, the only way you making it worse for you. So go ahead and keep on lying. That's not all I can tell you. Nicole, you a fool. Really, you a fool. There's no way on God's green earth. You, in fact, you haven't been even been in Basic Black since you and Eric broke. Well, Eric left you behind again. So Brady and Chloe in Pennsylvania, you here alone to deal with EJ, and basically you let EJ get your arm, twist it behind your arm, made you say uncle, and made you give Xander a job. The man you despise, the man you hate, the man that basically broke up your whole marriage because you was in a drunken fit because your husband wasn't coming home fast enough for you. He was too busy saving the world and you couldn't help yourself. You got drunk because you was catching feelings on one another. We get the idea. But anyways, though, why would you let EJ twist your arm like that? He would have had to fire me. I would have told Brady he was on his own. I wouldn't work with no devil. Well, you know what? That whole Xander thing is kind of your fault because you decided to open your legs to Xander and you decided to push the alcohol down your throat trying to get over rape. So you know what? Maybe you should suffer with Xander. Maybe that should be your karma coming back to bite you in your rear end. Because ain't nobody tell you to do that, and ain't nobody tell you to push that alcohol down your throat. Ain't nobody tell you to go to Xander hotel room. Ain't nobody tell you to kiss Xander, and ain't nobody tell you to have sex with Xander. So you know what? Maybe you should suffer with Xander. So we got news. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. So Austin and Carrie is coming back to Salem. Well, we going to see them in Zurich. Okay, I kind of like Austin. Carrie, I can live with her and I can live without her. I... How many times have they been on and off the rocks, falling all off the rocks, all in the water, still climbing up out the water, getting back on the rocks, only to slip on their behinds again now? How many times this makes since they've been falling off this same rock at this point? I mean, they just got remarried not too long ago, and they already in the river already, trying to hold on to a rock. They standing on top of the rock at this point, slipping and sliding back in the water again at this point. But okay, I guess we going to Zurich, and I already in the fit and the rage about it, and basically wanted Roman to go help his daughter. And she wanted to go help her daughter because I don't think her daughter grown enough to handle her own problems. She grown enough to get married, but Mama Anna got to go save her daughter, I guess. So, I guess y'all. I don't get me the storyline about Austin and Carrie. I'm just going to put it as that. I guess. They've been falling and stumbling and bumping so much and been tripping so much. I'm surprised they behind still, ain't so from the last fall they had. Cause we ain't forgot what the last fall was, Austin cheating on Carrie. So we ain't gonna forget about that. So we still doing the Austin thing again. Oh, okay. Guess I gotta put on my put on my happy face to see Austin and Carrie all over again. Anyway, what else happened? Oh, John's first wife called him. Y'all know I consider Marlena John's second wife, right? Y'all old viewers that been around me long enough, y'all know how this go. John first wife called via Shane. He got to go on another mission, and he going to Zurich too to tag along with the second wife, Marlena. It's funny how when that phone rang and the ISA calling and Shane started calling, John break his neck trying to get out the door. He ain't even much have time to pack his clothes up before he was out the door. But he did manage to pack his clothes before they Did they take a suitcase? I don't think I remember seeing no suitcase. Y'all ever notice how John be about to break his neck trying to run out the door for his first wife? Tell me I'm not the only one that noticed that every time that phone rang and the ISA start calling, John be about to break his neck and about to break his arm and every bone in his body trying to get out the dome. John and Marlene are the second wife. They could be planning anything, having anything. You know when the first wife called, you know John go rushing out the door for that first wife. Have the second wife home worried sick about had the second wife worried sick about her husband. I done told y'all John got two rings on his finger. Y'all might see one, but there's two. Marlena is the second wife. ISA is the first job. John married the two women, and it's legal for him in America because ISA is his first wife. Marlena is the second wife. She always get the second best. The ISA always get the first best. And I don't know how the first wife gonna feel about the second wife coming and tagging along when we should be dedicated to the first wife, not tagging along with the second wife. I thought the first wife was to have her time and then Marlene to get her time second. So we just gonna have a big old threesome on the expense of John Hum, tagging along Marlena, a civilian, on a mission for the ISA, I might add. You know what? Okay. Well, at least Marlena get to go and see what the first wife got John doing now. I will give him that. At least Marlena get to tag along and see what got the first why the first wife come further. She got to come second to the set. She got to come second. So you know what? That's better than nothing. At least Marlena get to see it. I guess. Have fun. I guess. Paulina and Abe. You know what? That's one thing I hate about the soap operas. Now y'all ain't gonna tell me Abe did not. Y'all ain't gonna tell me that Abe didn't hear what Paulina said on that phone. He heard the last words, but he didn't hear the first part. He came just around the corner and heard the last part that he'll be upset. I can't lose him. So he just heard that part and he didn't hear the part where she said that she didn't hear the part that Abe could never find out that Lana ain't none of his daughter and what not that she didn't say that. That he didn't hear the first part where Paulina said that Lonnie is my daughter and he'll be upset or whatever she said at this point. I'm just shocked that he just heard I'll lose him part. I'll lose him part and he didn't catch the first part. So y'all soap operas like to play with us a whole lot, I noticed. If he heard I would lose him, why didn't he hear the first part? It's gonna come out eventually. I mean, why keep us in suspense this long? It's gonna come out. It's gonna happen. It ain't no holding no secret. So sooner or later, it's gonna come out. I don't understand how Abe didn't hear that phone conversation. They hear everything else when it happened, but just so coincidentally, Abe didn't hear the first part of this conversation. Okay, Days. Y'all have selective hearing and seeing too, I see. And y'all just want to able to hear that part and not the rest of that phone conversation. Just like Brady played crazy with Xander, and then he told Nicole that I heard what Xander said. Y'all didn't want Abe to hear that just yet. But Abe's gonna hear that. Give him time. He gonna hear it. And Paulina, she slippery anyway, so she gonna hear it eventually. Last part, Paulina and Chanel. Now, Paulina, I would like to blame Chanel for her well-being and how she was grown up and how she was raised. But I see it was all of your fault too. Are you really congratulating your daughter, high-fiving your daughter that she caught a rich man and not a broke man this time around? But you got mad at her because she got a broke man like Xander, and you had the audacity and nerve be calling out the Damaras, you know, calling out the Damaras, and you know that they rich and they loaded, and she finally snagged the rich man or rich son, and you happy to be happy about. Paulina, I knew you was an undercover gold digger. I was just wondering how long you was gonna hide it, and it popped out today. I see. So you're happy and excited that your daughter finally snagged a rich person's son, and they loaded, they got money, and they this and that, and high five, girl, you finally caught one. You finally got someone with some money. Besides that Xander person you met. Did you miss the part where she said it's a little complicated now? That's Allie brother, and it's a little complicated because she don't know whether to believe Allie or she don't know to pursue anything with Johnny because of how sticky the situation is now. And you best listen at that high five and jumping up and down there. And she gonna get a part of that. The mirror. I'm done. I thought it was something off with you. I couldn't figure out what it was, Paulina. Now, especially when you said that, especially when you said that, I said, "Oh, so that's your problem. You want your daughter to hit rich, and you thinking it's that it. You thinking they're riches now with Johnny. Okay, dream on, Paulina." But anyways, there was one more part. Chad, I ain't gonna give you too much. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna say, stick the sucker punch at people and stop trying to throw jabs, trying to clap back at people. Cut out all that clap back and then trying to throw jabs at people at this point. You let Gabby, of all people, shut you down and shut you the H up. You had a good you had me at the beginning, but once Gabby got a hold of you and really shook you, you can't do nothing but sit there and hold your breath and sit there and look like a fool when Gabby got a hold of you. You might have shook Gabby, but once she picked you up and did you like this, you was out of words. Your clapbacks was gone. You sit up there looking crazy. You didn't have nothing else better to say. All you could say was, "Oh, okay. Oh, well, congratulations then. I'm proud of them then." Yeah, Gabby said, your so-called friend, but you ain't called them in months. Some friend you are. Like Gabby really had to come for you and your friendship with Sonny. You really let Gabby get the best of you over your friendship with. You know what? I'm done. Chad, stop with the clap bags. Chad, stick to the sucker punching. No more jabs. No more jabs. No more daggers. No more none of that clap back and jabs and none of that. Just stop while you ahead. Every time you try, you fall on your face, and you fell on your face hard with Gabby. You came for Ariana, but she came back strong with that whole Sunny card on your behind, and how you deleted your friendship with Sunny, and how you looked like a fool because you ain't talked to Sunny in months, and you only must know what's going on with Sunny. But then you covered your behind because you called Sunny and say, "Hey, you mind if I come over the weekend? It's just for the weekend, and if you busy, I don't need to." I'm done. Chad, stop with the clap back, stop with the jabs, stick to the sucker puncher. That's what all you good for at the sucker puncher. But anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night or morning. And have a good weekend and happy Memorial Day, y'all. If I don't see y'all Monday. All right. Bye.